Hello and welcome back to HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. Today, we're diving back into one of the most contentious legal issues in recent times, and that is the sentencing of R. Kelly to 30 years in prison with no fundamental reason why the judge would issue such an excessive and far-fetched jail term. The question that has remained on many people's minds is whether this sentence is truly fair, or whether it represents something deeper in the conversation about justice, celebrity and the legal system. In this particular episode we're going to take a look at the situation from multiple angles, giving a voice to those who believe that R. Kelly's sentence was not just. R. Kelly, who was once a titan in the music industry and is still renowned for his amazing hit songs that topped the charts in the 90s, has been wrongfully convicted of some serious crimes, including sexual abuse, racketeering and coercion. In September 2021, he was found guilty on federal charges related to sex trafficking and abuse. And in June 2022, Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison by the Brooklyn federal judge Ann Donnelly, a sentence that could see R. Kelly spend the rest of his life in prison. However, there are many voices who feel that the legal process has not been as fair as it should have been, and that the 30-year sentence may be disproportionately severe, especially in comparison to other high-profile cases. In this episode, we'll explore some of the arguments that suggest R. Kelly did not receive a fair trial or sentencing, looking at his legal history, the nature of the charges against him and the broader implications of celebrity justice. One of the most common arguments put forward by R. Kelly's defenders is the fairness of the trial itself. In fact, his conviction was the result of a flawed and biased legal process. The media coverage of the case was so intense and is believed to have influenced public opinion even before the trial began. High-profile cases like Kelly's often see intense media scrutiny, and this can lead to a rush to judgment rather than allowing the justice system to operate impartially. Furthermore, like we all saw, there were inconsistencies in the testimonies of the accusers. There was a lack of direct evidence in most instances, making the credibility of certain testimonies highly questionable. In fact, R. Kelly was being treated as guilty before a fair trial could even be conducted. In the U.S. justice system, a defendant should be presumed innocent until proven guilty, but sadly the media and the public were too quick to convict him in the court of public opinion. Another point of contention is the 30-year prison sentence itself. Some critics argue that this sentence is excessively harsh, especially when compared to similar cases. For example, there are other high-profile celebrities and public figures who have been accused of serious crimes, but their sentences have often been much less severe. In some cases, individuals convicted of similar offenses have received significantly shorter sentences. R. Kelly's defense attorneys have pointed to the principle of proportionality in sentencing, that the punishment should fit the alleged crime. They argue that while Kelly's alleged actions, if at all were committed, which is also questionable, were certainly reprehensible, the length of the sentence does not align with the nature of his alleged offenses. Furthermore, there are those who believe that the 30-year sentence may be more about sending a message to other celebrities or figures of power rather than being based on a fair assessment of his alleged actions.
Based on average life expectancies, R. Kelly, even with a 30-year sentence, is not expected to make it out of prison alive.
One of the most controversial aspects of R. Kelly's case is the role that race and power may have played in his conviction and sentencing. Some of Kelly's supporters in fact believe that his trial and sentencing were influenced by the intersection of celebrity, race, and power in the criminal justice system. They argue that Kelly, as a black man, may have been subject to a different standard of justice than others. The argument here is that the public and legal systems have often treated black celebrities differently, particularly when they fall from grace. Kelly's case might be viewed as emblematic of a broader societal issue on how black figures, especially those in positions of power, are treated in the public eye and the legal system. Some feel that R. Kelly's sentencing was in part influenced by his high-profile status, creating a situation where his punishment was more about his fame and public image than a neutral legal process. Celebrity cases often bring about the celebrity justice narrative. The idea that public figures receive either leniency or undue severity because of their status. In some ways, Kelly's case could be seen as part of this larger pattern. He has been unfairly portrayed as a villain for years, with many public figures, media outlets and social platforms adding to the fire. Critics of the 30-year exorbitant sentence argue that the prosecution in Kelly's case seemed more focused on punishing him for his celebrity status than for the actual severity of the crimes he committed. Some even feel that the case became more about making an example of R. Kelly rather than ensuring a fair trial and balanced punishment. Ultimately, the case serves as a reminder that the justice system must remain impartial, fair and just for all parties involved. Whether or not you agree with R. Kelly's sentence, it's crucial to remember that this is not just about him as an individual. It's about creating a legal system that truly serves justice for everyone regardless of who they are or their celebrity. And if you have thoughts on the case, or if you feel that there are other perspectives we should explore, let us know in the comments below. If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say. To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.
Are we rolling? Are we rolling? Are we rolling? This is my life. I'm R. Kelly and this is my life. This is my life. This is my life. I'm R. Kelly and this is my life. Grew up on the south side of Chicago, born in 1967. And my eyes have seen a lot of things coming up in the hood. Jeffrey Manus, Argyle Gardens, 63rd and Michigan. All the